So when I record this video, Valenty would have dropped 3 days ago. I'm going to put this out probably Friday. I did take a minute to actually record because, again, like I said, I'm not too sure if I want to come back full time doing videos, but I do enjoy recording, right? I do enjoy talking to you guys. So Valenty came out 3 days ago from when I put this video out, and she is weird. I think for a part 2 anniversary, and I say that with air quotes, anniversary unit, it's very strange that they put Valenty, but it makes sense. It does make sense because if I'm not mistaken, Lilia was actually what, 2021 Christmas as well. So her being a catastrophe unit coming out, it makes sense. Now Valenty, again, very weird because the one or Ultimate Escanor came out, and he is absolutely insane. Like, he is just actually crazy. I don't know. He's just crazy. So Valenty coming out after him and not being that great, I'm gonna just keep it real. She's not that great of a unit. It is what it is. Like, the meta is literally Ultimate Escanor and a couple of support units that can help him win. Like, that is actually the meta. So, you know, she's not really doing much to fight against him. Like, yeah, she could be a fun little unit to run, but other than that, I mean, she's just a random unit, right? She's not like last year where Lilia was absolutely crazy. She could compete with all these top tier units. Valenty definitely is not that. So if we take a look at Valenty, right, we take a look at her passive. So the reason why this isn't that crazy in PvP at the moment is because when you face Escanor, spoiler alert, he can't he can't have his stats dropped. So yeah, like, it's not really helping at all against Escanor. Against other units, yeah, it definitely can be really useful, but I mean, again, the meta is literally the one Escanor, or Ultimate Escanor. I keep saying the one Escanor, Ultimate Escanor, right? So yeah, unfortunately, Valenty did get a little shafted there. I'm sure once more units come out in the future, you want to run her because, you know, some of these units, oh my god, like, they have massive amounts of crit damage. Well, then she'll be really good because she decreases the crit damage of enemies. So then she'll be pretty good. Another reason why she's weird is because she has 2 skills, not 1, 2 skills that don't have an effect on rank 1, right? So that is very, very unfortunate for Valenty right here, because this attack seals, but only on rank 2, and then this one right here on rank 2 freezes, but unfortunately they gave her the Jericho card where her freeze only activates on rank 2 and 3. On rank 1, it's just an attack skill. This, honestly, from here on out, I don't think they should do any skill like that. This card should get a buff. This should just be a basic freeze. It doesn't have to be freeze with damage once it, you know, wears off. It can just be a basic freeze, you know what I mean? So this should be freeze, and then I don't even know, like, this shouldn't even exist. This should just be a attack seal. Like, this should be an attack seal, and then this should be, I don't know. The problem with this is that both of the multipliers are the same. So you could make this an attack seal on rank 1 and then make this just a higher multiplier, I guess. I don't know, but shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be a thing anymore. It's just too, like, skills that don't do anything on rank 1, they end up sucking in the long run. They just do, unfortunately. So this Valencia is just not that great of a unit right now. I don't want to say like she's gonna be terrible for the remainder of her lifespan or the game's lifespan, but for right now, she just doesn't really have a place. So it does suck. But her banner is cool. It has well, not every, but it has a lot of seasonal units that can actually be very, very strong. Deanne for the raid, Brynhild. I do like Brynhild. I have her 6 out of 6. I do enjoy using her, but again, now that the one Escanor, or I keep saying the one Escanor, Ultimate Escanor is here, he can't have his stats lowered, so you know she meets a stalemate there. But otherwise, she's still really good. Lilia, I mean, Lilia can be strong, but I feel like obviously as time progressed, she's not what she once was. Truthseeker Merlin, a very, very annoying unit. Then the rest of these are just niche units. But regardless, you know, seasonal banner, I think everyone should skip. Just being completely honest, I did summon on this a little bit. You can see right there, because I do want this Deanne for the original demon. I do need that Deanne, so that's really the only reason I actually summoned on it. But like if I get Valenty, I'm like, okay, cool, but I legitimately I need Deanne. I do need Deanne. So you know, very unit, but a pretty good banner if you want to get some of these seasonal characters. But obviously you want to focus fire your gems on Ultimate Escanor banner right here. If you got Ultimate Escanor, I would just say stop, but you can go on if you want to, for sure. I would just say stop if you got one copy of him. But yeah, Valenty, again, she's a niche unit. If he didn't exist, I would be like, ooh, like I would be more interested to see how she would perform. But since Ultimate Escanor does exist, I already know she's gonna get curb stomped by his team. Like she's actually gonna get destroyed. But with that said, again, in the future, she could be pretty interesting. I actually do think she could be pretty interesting. Right? Her ultimate, by the way, is the same as every other Awakened or Mark II Valenty, where she does this damage increase by 50% and damage decrease by 50%. One thing that's gonna hurt her is the dupes. Since she is a seasonal unit, obviously getting dupes for her 6 out of 6 right away isn't possible for like 98% of the player base. It's just not possible. So getting dupes for her is really going to be tough. It is going to be tough. But yeah, she's cool. But he's a god, so like it just counteracts her usage pretty much everywhere. I wonder if she's going to be useful for like any upcoming final bosses, tower trials, something like that. Maybe. You can't use her in Original Demon, obviously. You can't use her in Demonic Beast. So yeah, literally, I mean, it does work everywhere though. Her passive does work everywhere, so that is good. That you could find some usage somewhere in PvE, I guess. But if this worked on the back, I would actually say like, okay, she's a little bit better. But since it doesn't actually work on the, like, in the sub slot, you have to have her on the field, which, yeah, maybe now I'm thinking about it. If this was on the back, you could actually make a pretty, okay, interesting. But since you have to have her on the battlefield, it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, that's Valenty. I'm making this video just because, again, I kind of waited, which is my fault. But again, don't know if I really want to commit. Like, it's been, from when I'm recording, it's like, what, 2.5 days since I uploaded anything. So yeah, but she's a cool unit. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all later.